Well, he's been one of my role models since I started here as an intern in 1996. Just last week, Frank Cusumano was named Media Person of the Year, but his work is only part of what makes this man special.
He is quite possibly the most passionate sportscaster St. Louisans have ever seen.
That Super Bowl trophy may reside in Los Angeles, but it says St. Louis on it. And don't ever forget it.
A man who rarely rests.
Let's have a show here.
Because hours before you see Frank Cusumano, 5 on Your Side sports director,
let's talk about Tarasenko because
you can hear him on the press box on 590 The Fan.
It's a shame that a guy this gifted, this skilled, doesn't even make the NHL All-Star game. There's no excuse for that.
They are jobs.
April 12, 1993, I walked into the Show Me offices that used to be the sports offices at 11 a.m. I can remember like it was yesterday.
He's had for nearly 25 years.
Same station, same time slot. Have not moved at all. It's kind of typical of my boring life.
Hardly. He's interviewed the biggest and most well-known names in sports.
I mean, I've been in Jim Brown's hotel room, Pete Rose's living room, Pat Riley's locker room.
Won more than a dozen Emmys and all sorts of other awards, including the Press Club's Television Media Person of the Year for 2018. But Frank's life revolves around his family.
There's this prayer that I do every day. It's be joyous always, pray continually, and give thanks on all occasions. And what I give thanks for is Monique, the 3 kids, and Channel 5.
In that order.
The best part of my day is this, is when I come home at 11 o'clock and I walk into the bedroom and the light is still on so I can have a conversation with the only woman I've ever loved.
They've been married for 30 years.
Welcome back to the press box.
Just so you understand, we're talking about a DeSmet grad whose high school basketball jersey still hangs in his closet.
Kind of knew at a young age, hey, I could be a pretty good high school player and I can play in college. But at 22, they were taking the ball away, and I wasn't going to get it back.
Basketball is clearly his favorite sport.
I mean, Monique has often said to me, I think you honestly like basketball better than you like me. My response is yes, but I like you better than I like hockey.
However, he loves talking about all of them.
All right, let's switch topics. We're going to head to Jupiter, Florida.
What I said in every letter that I sent to Channel 2, Channel 4, and Channel 5 to try to get a job is, some kids want to be doctors, other kids want to be lawyers. All I ever wanted to do is talk about sports on television in St. Louis.
So this, or rather these, are his dream jobs.
In fact, like the first memory I have in my life is going to the World Series with my dad in '68, yeah. So that makes me pretty old, actually.
It's a career he was destined for.
So good. You can, of course, see Frank here on 5 on Your Side at 5, 6, and 10, but you can also listen to him weekday mornings on 590 The Fan from 10 a.m. to noon. He also now does something called Frank's Food Picks, and you can find links to those on KSDK.com.